should being good at a sport be a qualification to get into a university? That never made sense to me.
Well, it makes sense when you're generating millions of dollars for the institution, right?
From
Fund
that perspective,
fund the academic institution. That's really what the argument is, right?
yeah. But if you're gonna take it,
If you're not if you're not generating that money, then why is it costing, because that's increasing the cost for everybody who actually has to pay for college. Why are there scholarships for badminton and cheerleading and fencing that are covered, right? Like,
why are there? I mean, why are this is a good question. Why are there? Because they're not contributing back. They're only costing someone else, and it's just for this like idea of equal treatment. But it's not equal treatment.
It's clearly not equal treatment because they're being funded and subsidized by one sport, right? And this is the problem that the NCAA and these conferences and academic institutions are creating for themselves, is the hypocrisy of it all, right? And it's like they keep all these sports because they don't want to have the controversy attached to showing their hand. But look, if it's not benefiting the institution in the spirit of the university, then we need to reconsider this. And this is the overall kind of hidden flaw in what's happening in America, is that we feel an obligation to pay for a lot of these things, but then it operates in direct contrast to how the people in power are operating, which is what they care about, versus, okay, let's keep fencing around so we don't look too bad. You know what I mean? That's what this is about.
But also, like, a lot of sports, like, let's say fencing, or let's say, swim, for example. Like, there's a lot of these sports that have great athletes, and then there's a lot of them that are used to get rich people's kids into the school. So, like, that's the other thing, like, folks don't want to talk about, is like the reason that there's so many scholarships for sports that don't get eyeballs is because they need teams to put people on who, their parents made a big donation, and that kid might be on their high school varsity swim and might have no ability to compete at the collegiate level, but they just need a way to get them in.
Yeah, I mean, and it's actually smart strategy for parents with slightly above average athletic kids to focus on getting into something like cheerleading or fencing. Although cheerleading does require a lot of
cheerleading is tough.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah. I don't want to take that for granted.
Fencing is a more reasonable one because the quality of athletes in fencing is poor.